Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you're new, my name is Frida. I make videos on beauty, lifestyle, and business. So today is sort of like a tea time with Frida sort of situation. If you're new on this channel, tea time with Frida is when I talk about topics. If you want me to talk about something or deliberate on something, give advice on something, I'll leave an email in the description. You can shoot me a message and I'll keep it anonymous, and then we'll talk about it on the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about how we're going to navigate 2024 and make it work in Jesus' name. Say amen. If you're seeing this video, we are either going to be getting to 2024 or probably the first week of 2024. I'm not sure when I'm going to post it, but yes, I'm currently filming this video in December, so yeah, it'll probably go up latest first week of 2024. These are just tips for us to have a successful year. So I'm just going to share with you how I do plan on getting a successful year. I think that most of us can pick one or two lessons from this, and probably we could all help each other. And I would love to know how you plan on navigating 2024 as well, so leave that in the comment below. All right, so 2024, the first thing I plan on doing is committing all my plans to God. I realized that in the past years I do start things and get into the middle of it, and then I'm struggling and I'm finding and things are not working out, and then that's when I remember, like, oh, I should have asked God about this, I should have talked to God about this, I should have spoken to him about this. And that's when I come and realize those God, and I'm like, oh Daddy, I know I did not ask you about this, and I know I did not talk to you about it, but you have to remedy this situation, okay? I'm in a mess. You need to fix this thing. So yes, I found myself in that situation a whole lot of time, and I think a lot of people have found that in that situation, found themselves in that situation. So 2024, I want to do things a little bit different. So I have goals, I have things I want to accomplish, but I am committing these goals to God. I am bringing it to him and telling him that these are the things that the desires of my heart, right? The desires of my heart could possibly be things that he put in there, but it could also be possibly things that my heart just want, right? And the things that my heart wants might not necessarily be the things that God wants for me. So I am committing these plans to him and asking him to speak to me and lead me on the right path. The things that I need to take out, the things that I need to add, the things that I need to adjust, and all of that. And the things that I want, I bring to him, and then he can show me how to navigate it and lead me through it. So that's really one thing I want to do. That's one most important thing I would love to do this year. Once I feel like God is speaking to me on something to make changes will be made along the way. Your plans can be rigid. You need to have a plan in a way that you change it as you go. I think that's a more feasible plan. You can't just be rigid. But yeah, we are committing our 2024 to God and asking him to lead us in every step of the way, because listen, I need the wisdom to navigate this whole thing, okay? So that's what we are going to be doing. The second thing will be having a life audit. What I mean by life audit basically is evaluating your life, where you are in life, the things that you have done, where you're going in life, all of those things. You sit down and reflect on it. Where did I come from? Where did I want to go? How am I getting there? What step have I taken in the past years to try to get me to my goal? What are the things I need to change? What are the things that I'm weak on? What are some of these weaknesses that I need to face? What are some of these strengths that I need to enhance more? So it's just about getting to sit down and knowing yourself and knowing everything that can make you achieve that goal. Because we all have a point we want to be, and we all have a point that when we get there, it's sort of like your self-actualization point. So my goal this year is to sit down and meditate. Like, think about my life. I think life is very fast-paced, and sometimes we don't really wait to think about the things that we always think of where we are going, right? We always know where we are going. We want to achieve this by this age. We want to get here by this age. But we never think of the things that happened in the past. Maybe some of these things might be the hindrance to where we are going. And once you sit down and reflect on that, you can know how to fix certain things. And we never sometimes you make mistakes and you can learn from them, but sometimes you take some mistakes that, oh well, it happened, we move. But yeah, doing a life audit will help you know how to move on with life. And again, when you do a life audit at the beginning of the year, maybe sometime 3 months, you can see, okay, I did this life audit and this was my goal when I did it. Am I on the track to achieving that goal? So it's just a check-in process for yourself. So that is one thing I'm really trying to incorporate into my life 2024, and I'm going to be doing that probably in the last week of December to really get everything ready. I'll try and post this video before January so that you get this information. Alright, so the next step in navigating 2024, which is number 3, is having a vision board. In the past, I had a vision board. I think 2 consecutive years I had a vision board, and then I decided not to do it again. Not because I was against it or anything, but for me, when I sit down and reflect, I realized that vision board, the 2 consecutive years that I had a vision board were probably one of my very effective years. Whatever I wanted to achieve during the year was right there in my face, and I could see it and I could work towards it. But when I'm winging it, it's almost like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And the way I am, sometimes God has blessed me with the ability to do a lot of things at the same time, that sometimes I can be doing that and overwhelm myself and then get burnt out and I don't want to do anything. So having a vision board sort of give me an organization throughout the year and also keep me on track on the things that I want to achieve. So when I see them, I know that, oh, I didn't achieve this. And also another thing is our thoughts mind, okay? Right now, I think of something and in the next minute, I forget. So I can have all these perfect plans in the beginning of the year. Your New Year resolution. By the time you get to February, it's like you don't remember 5 of them. So yeah, having a vision plan give you an organized year. You can see the things. When you achieve something, it's time to pat yourself at the back and give yourself some credit and just check it off on the vision board. I do love physical vision board, and I also like digital vision board. If you want me to create a whole video on how to create a vision board, I can do that. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll just do it anyway for fun, but still let me know in the comments if that's something that will interest you. But yeah, vision board is a great way to go through the year, basically, or to go through a goal. And talking off of vision board, the number 4 point will be planning. This year is when I realized that planning is a great tool for me. Yes, we have plans, but sometimes we tend to plan in our head, and it's like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, and at the end of the day, when I come home and I'm reflecting, I realize that a lot of the things that I set up that I wanted to do in the morning, I didn't do it because I forgot. It's not because I remembered and I didn't do it, I forgot. One of the things I'm doing this year is to plan. There is digital planning. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry or something come to me, and that's another thing too. Sometimes you'll be there and things come to you. I don't believe that things just come to anybody coincidentally. Sometimes I feel like God is speaking to you or telling you something, so you jot it down. Or something that you remember, you jot it down. So that's what I do with my phone planning, but I personally feel like the physical planning is very effective for me than the phone planning. I've tried it both ways, and I prefer having a planner and pen and writing it down. And I think it's also satisfactory to just tick it off once you're done. I know, yes, there are apps, advanced app now that you can do those on, but I still like the feeling of the writing things down and checking it off. So that's one thing I'm really going to be religiously doing, planning, because last year I really wasn't consistent with YouTube. This year, that's one thing I really want to do, and when I plan it out, I think I can achieve that goal. So my goal this year is to post at least once a week, and I really don't want to promise anybody, but you guys will just see once the videos start coming, you will see, okay, she posts on this particular day at this particular time. I really try to keep, maybe I might not keep the time, but once I start posting, you guys will see like exactly when I post. I really don't want to make promises, so that's why I don't want to put any, because I realize that when I make promises I don't keep to it. Okay, so we yeah, I'm not making any promises. I already bought my planner. I think one a cheap place to get planner is TJ Maxx. You can try that. You can try Michael's if you're in the States. Listen, you can get planners virtually everywhere. The next thing I wanted to point out, which is number 5, is taking it one step at a time. I can't say that any louder. Taking it one step at a time. Coming from somebody who my brain tells me I can just be a jack of all trades. I mean, I can. I think a lot of people can, and I think not even a lot of, I think everybody can. But the thing is, you can't be 100%. You can give yourself 100% to every single thing. So if I'm doing YouTube, I'm doing work, I'm doing my business, I'm doing whatever, a lot of things, I can't necessarily give 100% to all of them. You can try and you can give a lot, but you realize that there's one thing that you can give a lot to. And also, if you don't have the ability to delegate some of this work, you get to a point that it becomes a lot and then you burnt out. In the past, this is what I've realized, and I think this is one thing that sometimes contributes to my not being consistent on YouTube, is because I'm doing a lot. I'm working, probably doing 2 jobs. I have a YouTube, yeah, and any other thing. I want to learn, I want to do some new stuff, I want to do my hobby. I love watching like people cook, and I like to recreate it, do all these things, and then I realize I get to a point and I'm bent out and I don't want to do anything. And most often than not, YouTube take the hit, because I need to be in a certain mood to want to make a video. I can't fake it. When I'm on camera, I can't fake it. Even in real life, I really can fake stuff, okay? I really can fake stuff. I'm really very, like, it's not easy for me to fake. Sometimes, if I don't want to say something, I'll just be quiet. But to fake, I can fake emotions. I think that's what I want to say. I can fake my emotion. What I feel is what you see. So sometimes I'll film a video and I'm editing and I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't think I feel really good when I was filming this video. So YouTube tend to take the heat first when I'm bent out. But taking one thing at a time will help. Yes, taking one thing at a time doesn't necessarily mean that if I'm doing work, I can do YouTube. If there is time available for me to do the YouTube, yes, I'll do that. And also, I think this is where sometimes when you have the time available to you and you can do multiple things at that particular time, you can try to do it, so it releases the rest of the time that you have during the week. Especially like YouTube, what I plan to do 2024 is I batch create. I did batch create in the past, but it wasn't something that I did continually. So right now I'm trying to batch create to be on top of my content, so that like even when I'm burnt out, I still have content to post. Because as much as sometimes I create the content, when it comes to editing and thumbnails and all of that, that is where I have problem. Okay, I just get out of it, especially thumbnails. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. So the goal is to take one thing one step at a time. Look at it, create a scale of preference. My memory card got full. I'm back. So I was talking about planning. Prioritize your things. Once you create a vision board, it's good to have scale of preference. Prioritize the things that is most important that you want to achieve first, and this in that manner just list the things accordingly and deal with it with that level of priority. So once you have that, you'll be able to like do things and also prevent burnt out. Following the planning step, the next thing I'll talk about is taking baby steps. I think sometimes certain things require baby step. You can't jump into something that you absolutely don't know anything about, that we like force or rush. Sometimes you will fail and you realize that if that also can create burnt out, and then also you will not necessarily enjoy the thing. An example I'll give is starting working out. When you want to work out, it's like we all have this New Year resolution that we want to be fit, we want to have all this fit and tone and all of these things. So January 1st, you go to the gym, you start lifting and doing all these exercises you find on YouTube, and you come back home and your body's like, oh God, I can't, I'm dying, I can't. So your body is slowly giving up because it's not used to that. Your body, you haven't given time for your body to slowly adjust to it. Then it gets to a point you start feeling like, oh my God, the gym is so hard, I don't want to go again, I feel pain, I feel whatever. We forget that especially with social media and everything, you see certain things on social media and we don't know the process the person used to get there. We are only seeing the end process. We are never seeing the journey. We are seeing the end process. So then when somebody's on the outside, you want to do that same thing, you don't know what it took for the person to get there. See, so if you don't know how to approach certain things well, you will fail because maybe there is a process to it, but you're skipping that process to get to the end point, and you can't recreate that. So I think sometimes baby step is necessary. It's very good for us to take baby step. So 2024, we're taking baby step. Okay, the next thing I will say is being disciplined. Being disciplined is hard. It's hard, it's tough, it's everything. Okay, it's everything. Being disciplined is everything. You can achieve a lot when you're disciplined. When you want to do something, you lay it down and you do it the way you want it. And it is not easy. I'm not even going to lie and say I am probably disciplined. I'm not. Okay, when I hit this bed, I can go sleep, but I don't even want to wake up. Okay, this bed is the end of me. Okay. But 2024, we are going to try to be disciplined, put things in place to be disciplined. I will not even recommend alarm, because listen, I don't know how many times I set alarm and it rings and I just tell, I have Miss A here, I just tell Miss A to turn it off. Okay, now alarms, now it doesn't work for me. I don't even know if it works for people, because if you have to snooze it for 10,000 times before you wake up, then it's not a discipline tool. Yeah, but I think that once we have all these things put together, like the planning and everything, and also like I think this point and my last point will probably work, will intertwine together, is doing this whole thing with a friend. Doing 2022 or 2022, doing 2024 with a friend. It helps you keep the discipline. If you and your friend have a goal to achieve, or like your friend is somebody you really trust that you can share your goals with and they can hold you accountable, that would be really great. Like a friend that you know can tell you that, hey, you promised to do this thing this year and you're not doing it. Maybe let's sit down and see what the problem is and see how we can help each other. And you want to be sharing your goal with people you trust. Do not just share your goal with anybody, or do not just share your vision with anybody. Some people can sabotage your goal as well. So we want to be sharing our goal with people we really trust. So that is why you're going to find a friend that is really, aside even trusting, you want a friend that is also interested in sharing your goal with you and sharing their goal with you. There's some people that you will share your goal with them, and it's not necessarily that they don't want to hear your goal, but they don't really care about it. You get the vibe? They don't really care about it. They don't care if you achieve it or not, so they are not going to be holding you accountable for it. But you want to be sharing it with somebody who will hold you accountable, who genuinely hold you accountable, who will call you and be like, you know what, these goals that you've set for yourself, where are you right now? Which stage are you in? So you really want to see that with somebody. And also, if you have goals with a friend that the goals are similar, right? Let's say that I really want to like improve on my devotional life, and my friend that I'm sharing this with also want to improve on their devotional life. It's easy for us to do it together because we have certain goals that are similar that we can achieve together. So if we can have a system that helps us achieve that, if I wake up, I can text her and be like, you know what, did you do your devotion today? What did you learn about? Or we can even buy the same devotional and do it and be like, okay, maybe we'll text each other about what we learned each day and see how it goes. So yeah, and if you don't want to do this with a friend, you can do it with a partner as well. That is also a great way to keep yourself accountable. 2024 is going to be a great year for everybody. I wish that whatever plans you have will be achieved, and God will see you through it, hold you through it, push you through it, teach you through it, lead you through it. That is my prayer for you, and it's gonna happen. So yeah, let me know how you're planning 2024. Let me know the goals you have. If you want to share with us, let me know how you plan on achieving those goals. And yeah, is there anything in this video that you would like to use for your 2024? If you have any video ideas, leave that in the comments below, because we are trying to be consistent in 2024. So keep the video ideas rolling. Okay. So I'm getting out of here, and I'll catch you in my next video. So until then, stay blessed and beautiful. Bye guys.